Misinformation has become a global epidemic, spreading like wildfire across the internet. India, unfortunately, finds itself at the epicenter of this crisis. With its massive population and rapidly expanding digital landscape, India presents fertile ground for the spread of fake news, rumors, and propaganda. This surge in misinformation poses a significant threat to India's social fabric, democratic processes, and even public safety. A recent Microsoft survey paints a grim picture of India's struggle with misinformation. The survey reveals that a staggering 64% of Indians have encountered fake news online. This figure is significantly higher than the global average of 57%, highlighting the severity of the issue in India. From fabricated news articles to doctored images and videos, misinformation has infiltrated every corner of the Indian internet. The Microsoft survey identifies a particularly concerning trend: the role of social circles in spreading misinformation. In India, family and friends are major conduits of fake news. People are more likely to believe information shared by someone they trust, even if it's false. This trust-based sharing creates an echo chamber where misinformation is amplified and reinforced, making it even harder to debunk. The Indian government has expressed growing concern over the proliferation of misinformation, particularly its potential impact on elections. The spread of fake news during elections can mislead voters, influence public opinion, and even incite violence. To combat this threat, the government has considered taking action against social media companies that fail to curb the spread of misinformation on their platforms. Real-world consequences when lies turn deadly. The consequences of misinformation extend far beyond the digital realm, often spilling over into real-world violence and tragedy. In India, there have been numerous instances where rumors spread on social media platforms like WhatsApp have led to mob lynchings and communal violence. These incidents underscore the very real dangers of misinformation and the urgent need to address this growing problem. Can Facebook and others stem the tide? Recognizing the severity of the misinformation crisis, tech giants like Facebook and Google have stepped up their efforts to combat the spread of fake news on their platforms. They are investing in technological solutions, such as AI-powered algorithms that can detect and flag potentially false content. Additionally, they are employing thousands of human moderators to review flagged content and remove fake accounts that spread misinformation. Microsoft's Digital Civility Index, or DCI, provides insights into the level of online civility in different countries. India, unfortunately, ranks poorly on this index, indicating a high prevalence of online risks, such as hate speech, harassment, and misinformation. These risks contribute to a toxic online environment that can have detrimental effects on individuals' mental health and well-being. Tech support scams, preying on the vulnerable. Beyond fake news, India also faces a significant challenge with tech support scams. These scams often target vulnerable individuals, tricking them into believing their computers are infected with viruses or experiencing technical difficulties. Scammers then manipulate their victims into granting them remote access to their devices or paying for unnecessary technical support services. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is playing an increasingly prominent role in both the spread and combat of misinformation. While AI can be used to create sophisticated deepfakes and generate realistic-looking fake news articles, it can also be used to detect and flag potentially false content. The ethical implications of using AI in this battle against misinformation require careful consideration. The spread of misinformation in India demands a multi-pronged approach. Tech companies must continue to invest in technological solutions and human moderation to curb the spread of fake news on their platforms. The government must enact sensible regulations to hold social media companies accountable for the content shared on their platforms. Finally, individuals must become more discerning consumers of information, verifying information from multiple sources before sharing it online.